Hey, welcome to the Braids by Brette Academy. My name is Brette. I offer all sorts of different kinds of online courses teaching you how to braid your own horse tack, whether it be mule tape halters, breast collars, barrel racing reins, rope halters, and everything like that. Today I'm going to teach you how to braid your very own barrel racing reins in this little mini online course. I'm going to teach you all the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way to make them very durable and high quality, as well as looking very nice. So let's get started with that. Alright, so let's get started with the first part of these barrel reins, and that's the flat braid. So I'm going to try and do an alternating color pattern here, just to make it easy to see if I'm doing the right pattern, kind of in the right direction, or if I'm making any mistakes. So let's go, I think that's good. So I like to work with the far outside right to start with, and we're going to go under, over the blue, under the gray, over the blue, under the gray, over the blue, under the gray. Tighten it up and hold it with your left hand. Okay, keep that steady with your left hand and go to the top right strand here. Can't talk this morning. Go under, over, under, over, under, over. Pull it tight and drop down that blue one, the turquoise one. And now we're going to hold this gray one with our left hand. So back to the top right. Under, over, under, over, under, over. Pull it tight. Drop that gray one down. So you don't need to worry about this up here. You can end up burning this off, so you won't even see that. Or if you really wanted to, you could go back and do some back braiding at the end. That's an option as well. I like to burn them off. I think it's a little bit more secure, but it's totally up to you. All right, top right, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, pull tight, drop that one down. Same thing, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, drop that one down, pull it tight. So that's pretty much it for the flat braid. This pattern could vary just depending on which order of the strands you have. There's a couple different patterns that you could try. I'll try and grab something else here. This was actually by accident. So this is the pattern that we're working on, and this is a different kind of pattern. They were supposed to be the same, but I wasn't paying attention and made two different ones, so I guess these reins will stay at home for my kids. But yeah, just you can kind of play around with the colors, color combinations, and make different patterns there. But that's pretty much it for the flat braid. Now we're going to learn how to do just the transition knot, and I'm going to show you a crown knot just to make it pretty. I'll grab these back here for a second. So here's that crown knot. It's a nice transition knot. It looks really pretty, really professional. So let's get into that. We're going to do a crown knot here for the transition knot. If this is your first time, I'll link to kind of a video teaching you how to do the crown knot. I won't go into as much detail in this video, but just kind of show you how I organize things and set it up. So we're going to do 4 groups of 2. And let's see. So just like that. And we'll start with the far outside right again. Bring it around. It's going to go over top of the next set. Leave it alone. By my left hand here, it's going to go around, over top of the next 2. Leave it alone. Pick up this group of 2, goes over top and over the next group. Leave it alone. Now we have 1 left. It's going to go over top and through the original loop. Pull it through. We're going to tighten everything up, and it should be kind of that square checkerboard square there, just like that. We'll open it up just a bit so that there's a hole in the middle, because that's where everything's going to be pulled up. So we'll start with this group. It's going to go around, kind of behind that. I call them pillars right there. Behind the pillars and push them up through the middle. And that group is done. Working counterclockwise, grab this one, it goes behind that other set of pillars. Push it up through the middle. Leave them alone, that's done. We've got 2 left. Counterclockwise, let's go around the back, behind those pillars there. Push it up through the middle. Last one. Find the pillars right there, go behind them, and push these up through the middle. If you've done it right, everything should come out the same hole here. So all 8 strands are coming out that middle kind of square opening, and now you can go back and just gently follow the strands and tighten everything up. Just kind of follow everything around and slowly but gently tighten everything, all the strands up, so it looks nice and clean. Trying to find that right strand. Where is it? There we go. And keep going and just kind of tighten everything up as much as you can and make it look nice and professional. I'll show you the end result again. Oops. So just like that. And then we get to transition into that 8 strand kind of square braid. Another crown knot, and back to the flat braid. Alright, so I'm happy with how my crown knot looks. I'm ready to carry on and do the transition knot and onto the 8 strand square braid. So I'm just going to split them into 2 groups of 4 and make it even on both sides of your color pattern. And we're going to work with the far outside right strand again. It's going to come behind the back, split the group on the left, and it's going to take the 2 at the bottom, kind of in the middle, and come back to the original side. Now alternating, going to the left hand side, it's going to go behind the back, split the group from the right hand side, and grab the 2 in the middle at the bottom there. Now on the far outside right, behind, split the group of 4, take the bottom 2, and over. Going to the left, go behind, split the group, take the 2. Behind, split the group, take the 2. Behind, split the group, take the 2. We should start to see some sort of pattern forming. We can kind of tighten things up as we go. You can always tell where you left off by which one's higher. This one's higher at the top here, so behind, split the group, come over, just like that. Now you can play with different patterns for the 8 strand as well. Oh, it looks like I did the same. Oh, here we go. So this one, it was 2 and 2. So a little bit different pattern there. Like I said, it just depends on the way your colors lay. But just make sure that you're tightening up as much as you can and keeping some tension on it while you're braiding. And just keep going. Once you get to the end, the required length, then you're going to do another crown knot and back into the flat braid to finish it off. It really just takes time in between. It's not difficult stuff. It just takes a lot of time and practice off the start. All right, good luck. All right, we're going to pretend that we finished braiding out our barrel reins here and that they're full size, that we've thrown them in the bathtub, they've shrunk, we've hung them up to dry, and we're ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I usually just burn the ends off here, off this clip. So I just take my hot pen here and I just kind of lay it flat. Once you get a nice burn like that, you can either go all the way through or you can just use your scissors and kind of cut it through. Might have picked a bad pair of scissors for this. And then once I've cut it through, I just go back and I melt everything. I want the back side so it's nice and secure. Ooh, nice and securely melted there. I kind of roll it back. You can see the melted part being rolled back there. And if you want to make it a little bit fancier, you can even go in kind of a V. Usually I do this on the cardboard, but I'm just trying to show you. And then once you're happy with this, you think that it's going to be pretty secure, just let it cool off for a minute. And then I usually go back with a lighter or a blowtorch. And I will just heat any rough edges, and then I lick my thumb and kind of smush it down until everything is nice and smooth. You don't want any rough edges. If it's rough on your skin, it's going to be rough on a horse, so make sure everything is smooth. And once you're done this side, you can go on to the next side, and then you just need to attach your conways and you're good to go.